important news. We are changing our game's name to JumpSpace. Long story short, we're rebranding our game to JumpSpace because of some trademark complications. But we have a new snazzy game cover. This will not change JumpSpace's release plans. We know you want to know the release date. We have some announcements happening at Gamescom August 20th, so keep an eye out for that. Now, we need your help to spread the word, so tell your friends that this is the same game with just a slightly different name. Big important announcement, over.
Welcome, everybody, to the episode 2 of the Hypercast. Hypercast. What's up, dude? Did you just do an echo?
Hyper. Yes.
We are back building some hype for the game demo that I fell in love with. I think I got like 30 hours worth of gameplay.
Yeah, you were kind of a crazy person.
I went a little nuts.
Yeah.
I did. I went a little nuts.
I played like 3.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was great.
For a good little while, the demo was the only thing I was playing.
I couldn't get my boys to play anything else with me that week because they were all playing JumpShip, and I was getting kind of annoyed about it, to be perfectly honest. But you know, I get it. It's fine. It's a great game.
It is. It's a lot of fun. It's got a huge amount of potential, and we're always on the hunt for new games that we can talk about, because that's what we do. We're a gaming channel. We love talking about new games, and we're stuck in the Helldivers universe right now.
Yeah.
But another game from Sweden, from Keepsake Studios,
those crazy Swedes
has agreed to chat with us. We've got Groove from Keepsake Games, from the JumpShip development team. He has graciously agreed to join us.
He doesn't know what he's getting himself into.
He has no idea.
No idea. Who are these nerds?
He's being late after work for these two bozos.
Yeah, exactly.
It's better be worth it.
It is 9 a.m. in the morning in Vegas, and we are already sipping on what YouTube is considering iced tea.
Iced tea. Yes.
That's how we do things in Vegas. But welcome, sir. Welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for reaching out. We just did a quick video. The Hypercast episode 1 was me just basically gushing all over the game. And you guys were kind enough to reach out and actually came to our Discord and was like, yo, what's up, fools? What do you want to do?
Yeah.
And it kind of threw me for a loop.
Yeah, I mean, you know, like we don't have anything better to do but just watch all the great content and like just reactions. And then if you're like, hey, we would love to talk to like creators, I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I love that, man.
I was surprised you guys didn't go to your community management team and go, look, keep an eye on these guys. They're going to be trouble. So,
this might be an issue. No, we
was there. It was like, okay, these are great dudes. We gotta give him some exclusive.
Nice.
You heard it here first,
That's
folks. The Salt Divers guys are great folks. All right, man. Well, let's get right into this. Just to move things along a little bit. Again, thank you for joining us today. Real quick, if you can give me an idea of how this all got started, and give us a quick pitch for what JumpShip is called. I feel like it might be a new genre of games. I haven't really seen a game that kind of fully encompasses. You either get spaceship combat games, or you get, boots on the ground first-person shooter. This is one of the first times I've seen it done right, where they merge the two worlds. Can you explain what was the creation of this game like? Where'd you get the inspiration from?
Yeah. So, how to classify JumpShip? It's like our tagline that we use is the mission-based co-op PvE space game, because space games can be a lot of stuff. But yeah, people seem accustomed to the flying ship element to be, like you walk up, you press F, you like teleport into the cockpit, and then you just fly off. But it's like we thought, can we add a little bit more immersion there? So that's the inspirations. So the main idea to have this cool seamless space exploration game started with our lead game designer, Philip Koulianos. I think he had the idea back in like 2012 when he worked at like Starbreeze. and this was like a cool, neat idea of like a game concept that he tinkered with in his spare time for like the next 9 years. And then he would post like some prototype stuff. So if you Google Project Hyperspace Pirates of Atira, you will find like 5-year-old YouTube videos of like the prototype before he got a crew of his friends together to then start the studio and try and make it proper. So the inspirations, the main ones are games like Pulsar, Lost Colony. Not really games that I'm familiar with myself, but if you look at them, they feel very JumpShippy. So Pulsar and then this Star Trek ship bridge type game. What was it? Oh, I don't remember what it's called, but like Artemis spaceship bridge simulator, which was like a very like kind of like an arcade experience where you have like 8 screens for like 8 people to like live out this like Star Trek, like, oh, Captain, you do this. Hey, like do this. Like so like that concept really motivated Philip further. It's like this is like like this vibe like is cool of like like spaceship management operation, but that gameplay sucked. So so he was like, okay, we take Pulsar, do a little bit of like like Left 4 Dead, Deep Rock Galactic, like just
mush them all together.
Kind of like, is there like a Sea of Thieves element maybe, or something like that? You guys are on a ship, you go off the ship, you do things.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves has that crew aspect to it, where you're all on the same ship and you're all working together to make it go.
But he just kind of blew my mind all of a sudden, because I don't know why I hadn't thought of this before, but the whole Star Trek away team kind of concept. It's like, okay, you got a pilot, you got a red shirt dude, you got an engineer,
you got the engineer,
you got a medic.
Well, we talked
everybody
about
has a role. Yeah.
We talked about that. It was like being Tom Paris in the Delta Flyer.
Yeah,
from Voyager.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. That's kind of what hooked me, is because there are Star Trek games out there, but the gameplay never really tapped into that thing that I've been looking for. And then when I played this demo I saw a commercial for it, or like something on Instagram or whatever, and I was like, oh, that looks super interesting. Let me go check that out. And thankfully the demo was free, and I was like, it was easy access. You just jump right in, and then immediately you're immersed into this world, and you're like walking around your own ship, and you're upgrading it and all that kind of stuff. So, that's that vibe that hooked me. It was like, oh, I get to actually be on the ship. It's not just this placeholder thing that you're kind of like seeing from afar, or you're stuck in the cockpit and you can't really see things. Like I've dabbled in Elite Dangerous as well, which is another spaceship, flying game simulator. But that is like you're legitimately in the cockpit at all times. Like you don't really get to get up and walk around that I know of, unless they change the game. But well, that's cool. Can you tell me a little bit more about the culture of the studio? What's the vibe like over there? Is it pretty loosey-goosey? You guys kind of just hanging out as a group of friends, or is it like all hands on deck, we're freaking kicking ass and taking names and working our asses off?
Because at the start of the game, you guys got that group shot of the picture of everybody, and it looks like you guys are having a good time there.
Yeah.
So
it's like it's very casual. It's like very loosey-goosey, backed up by the fact that we have a very experienced and just great team. So like the studio was founded by 5 friends who all went to game development class like 12 years ago down in like south of Sweden. So like Philip Kulianos and like 4 of his old like classmates who like had went their separate ways to like work at different studios here in Stockholm, but then now came back, and it was like, let's get the gang back together, make our own studio, because I have a banger idea. So it's always been, you know, very much like, you know, like friends first. You know, have fun, not do this because, you know, like, oh, we got this big backing, so like we got to do like business. It was like, hey, like, let's leave these projects that we don't have like the biggest passion for now, because like now we have experience to, yeah, again, just get the gang back together, do our own thing, and like just have fun.
Mhm.
Like try and make this, you know, game dev industry thing as like least messy as like possible. You know, like you know, for people who don't want to work in like a big company and like have that company culture, getting to do like a smaller thing here, game of smaller scope, it's like it's refreshing. I mean, of course there's pressure to want to deliver product and like have it be great, but I was, you know, like morale is high every day, even when like things are stressful, because we've seen the interest, you know, like just climb continuously over the past 2 years, and like especially since beginning of this year, once we actually had the JumpShip brand. So like it's always been like people will like this, so let's just keep going. Like it's just people having fun and like laughing, but we also just happen to be very good and just like know what we want to do. Like the direction of the game has been clear the whole time. There's never been any like he's like, oh, scrap this and start over. So like confidence and competence.
I like that. Confidence and competence.
Yeah, well,
we have one of those.
One of those things. Yeah.
we don't have the other one.
Hey, were you guys expecting the amount of positive reaction from the demo that came out? I'm kind of curious about how the hype has affected you guys at the studio, or was it something that you guys knew you had a hit here and we're just, you know what I'm trying to say? How
I mean, we felt pretty confident, just based on like the closed beta stuff. We were expecting more feedback of like things not being fun, but we got like it was you know, like just like a lot of people thought that this, like, hey, this is done, just can I pay for this to keep playing?
I mean that was
really, like not even close to done yet.
That was one of the things that we said with our crew, and the crew that we normally run with, that we have on our Discord, like they've all been hardcore gamers for decades at this point, and they are super critical. If you deliver a game and we pay full price for it, and there's still some jank to it, they're like, bro, like there's no room for error on this kind of stuff. These guys will tear things apart. And everybody that jumped into this game with me, once I got everybody kind of hyped up about it, I was like, hey, download this game. It's free. Come play with me. Everybody stepped in and was like, is this game done?
Yeah.
They're like, no, this is not. This is like a early access demo that they just kind of threw out there to build some hype. And they're like, damn, this is more polished than most games that we play. This is freaking crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So kudos to you guys on that. That was actually a great job.
Oh my God, yeah. I can't take like much credit because I'm like the newest employee here, so I haven't been here long. Plus, I don't touch the game at all. So like, so like dev and like design wise, I can't take credit. I'll take credit for writing text and, and like doing this. No, but you know, like that's like, you know, that was my first reaction to like you know, coming and joining the team, being like, man, this is already a great game and it's just gonna get better. Oof, nice. No, yeah, I mean, you know, like you know, like we didn't have our like heads in the sand to be like, oh, we have no idea what people might think. It's like we had a pretty good idea of it's like, yeah, we're confident about doing a public demo here for Steam Next Fest. But like it was even more positive than we were, you know.
Nice.
93% is like really good for a janky pre-early access thing.
Right on.
Yeah.
You know, there were features that we had only tested for like a month before the demo happened. Like Buddybot, he's a very new thing that is, beyond bare bones. And
just to
we
be
expected
just to be clear, Buddybot is the companion that you get if you're playing with less than 3 people. You get this little guy who kind of does the menial tasks for you, because it's kind of it almost requires probably a minimum of 3 people to operate the ship efficiently, and Buddybot is there to help you out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was a very new feature that we had, that we had started to develop way sooner than we thought, because feedback during a closed beta a bit earlier this year was that like a lot more people than we thought really wanted some way to play single player.
Mm-hmm.
So that was in the plans for after early access, but just the sheer amount of like, hey, there's so many that like will play this solo. We're like, well, then we should move that up to like make that happen now. So Buddybot is very bare bones. He'll keep getting better, but we were surprised by how many people thought that he was like, yeah, it's good, super useful. Don't you can get a bit better, but it was like this was like barely done. So we were expecting maybe a bit more complaining about that as a feature, but some people were like, yeah, playing solo was like good.
Yeah.
So we were like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I played solo several times, and like the things that I didn't have time to do would be to go and like collect the material out of the canisters and bring it inside the ship. Like that's a task for the engineer, and he would just be like, collecting material, and I'm like, oh shit, thanks man, appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had one guy who we would get into to a new space area, and he would be immediately jump off the ship. I'm just gonna go get stuff.
Yeah,
and he would fly off. It's
yeah.
like, where'd he go?
Yeah,
it's like, we got stuff. No, I'm out there doing this stuff over here on the other side of the zone. Well, it's like, damn.
It was funny because there was a moment where when I had my crew on, they immediately tested what they were allowed to do.
Yeah.
So they were like, well, hold on a second. I wonder if I can go out there and like solo this whole army. And they would fly out of the ship, jump onto an enemy ship, and they were like, holy shit, I can jump on an enemy ship. And then they started shooting all the little soft points on the enemy ship, and they're like, holy shit, I can destroy the ship. And then they would jump off and fly back to our ship, and they were like, this is fucking, I can't believe they let me do that.
Yeah, mission's over. It's like, okay, thanks.
No, but it was just funny because like gamers are notorious for like going out there and trying to find the absolute limits.
They try to break it.
They try to break the game. That's just like, oh, let me see if I can break this game. Let me see if the developers missed anything.
Mm-hmm.
And they go out there and like we've on those planet side missions where you go down, you like land in that docking area, and they were like, I wonder how far out I can walk. And they would just jump out. They'd fly to like the edge of the map, and they'd start walking around like, holy shit, I can't believe I can walk around out here. This is crazy.
People would like keep flying.
Yeah.
Then be like, 7 kilometers away, and it's like, but the dragon's over there. It's like, oh, come get me. We're like, no,
you put yourself out there.
I did appreciate the fact that they had an unstuck button.
Yes.
In the game, because I got stuck once. I was playing it I was playing with you.
Yeah.
And something happened. I don't know. I was just walking around the edge of the ship, and all of a sudden I fell through the wall, and I'm in the front.
You were in the
section
galley.
in the galley that wasn't open to the public at this point. I'm like, where the hell am I? What is this? Is this part of the ship? And it was, and the doors wouldn't open, and I was stuck, and we could stare at each other through the walls. It was like, hi, I'm stuck in here. I don't know how to get out. And, it was fun. That's the kind of stuff I like about demos, because you can find weird things that, you probably aren't supposed to find. And it's, it makes them interesting.
Yeah. So one of the things I wanted to talk to you about was the player reaction to the tutorial fast, like getting the tutorial done as quickly as possible. It became kind of like this weird little competition. Was that was that planned, or was that 100% player inspired?
That was our other designer, Henrik, who just, he was responsible for like building the tutorial.
Mm-hmm.
So like that was his project. And then like right before the demo was gonna go out, he just kind of like sauntered over to me. It was like, can we do like a speedrun challenge to this? And I was like, why didn't I think of that? That's of course, it's like the perfect segment to speedrun. So I was like, yes. Hey, players, we have a challenge. The one that gets fastest time, you get a copy of the game, and then just done. So that was the tutorial maker himself wanting to see how much sequence breaking they could do on like his designs.
I love it.
So that was not, planned super far ahead, but it just came up, and I was like, man, I wish I had that idea.
Yeah. Is there anything that the community did during the release of the demo that you weren't expecting, or that the team was like, oh, that's freaking super interesting? Was there any kind of reaction that kind of stands out to you?
Like in terms of like feedback, or like
feedback, or if somebody did something that you didn't even know was a thing that they would want to do. Like, did anybody kind of try to break the game?
Something you weren't expecting, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see. I know a lot of players wanted to like they were trying to see if they could like hijack the other ships to like hack them. Like, which ties into this this like larger feedback thing of like people want to control drones that can maybe like fly off your main battleship.
Yeah, my
ship.
My partner in crime, the number one thing that he said he would want would be if he can get his own small little personal fighter to jump off of the main ship and go and do some like small activities out there, and then have it like, I don't know if that's ever going to be in the plans or not, but it sounds like there's more than just one person who wants something like that.
Yeah. I mean, that's one of the like we saw that come up a lot. So that's in the top 5 of things we'd be like, okay, this is what players want. Let's see when we can do that in the game's lifetime. But I think, if I remember correctly, we have soft promised that before the game is done, we will have some sort of this fighters in some capacity, maybe like remote controlled drones, similar to like the other smaller ships that you fight. So at some point we will address that that wish list
very
thing.
Nice. Good to know. I think a lot of people will be very happy to hear that.
Yeah. But in terms of like finding things that we didn't expect, nothing comes to mind really. It was just a lot of focusing, trying to catalog all of the feedback that, here's features that like players wanted to be added, so that we can look at that and like see what's possible. And more like fan art than we were expecting. So like that was cool. But I'm struggling to come up with something.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Let's let me segue over to something else then. What I wanted to know was, I'm a big fan of Mirror's Edge. I played that game years and years ago. It had such a unique art style to it that it kind of stood apart from anything else. And if I'm correct, you guys worked with the art director of Mirror's Edge. Did I read that right, or is that misinformation?
Not the art director. So the guy Hendrik that I mentioned, who made the tutorial, he was designer on Mirror's Edge. To my knowledge, he's the only one who's worked on that. Our art director came from Hazelight, so they worked on all of those co-op games. So A Way Out, It Takes Two. So the art direction for Mirror's Edge, I like, same here, super cool. It's like, this is I don't think we have that party here.
Okay. Well, I mean, I did get the vibe that there were some similarities to it with the sharp edges, a lot of the art direction, and this might just be a case of, it's just a demo and the game's not completely done yet, but I did get a little bit of those vibes where like some of the level design and some of the textures and stuff like that, the assets that you were using, had a little bit of that inspiration from Mirror's Edge.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I like I can touch on the art direction as best as I can. Like so, I know I know our art director has a background in architecture. So I think it was like in the initial stages of turning this into proper JumpShip was for Kulianos and Klaus, our art guy, to like because Kulianos had, he had his prototype, which if you look at it now looks still pretty similar to our style here. So like he kind of knew what he wanted the game to be from the get go. Like the old prototype videos, like they have the same kind of vibe of like there's a lot of space debris. The like lighting source is mainly one big sun.
Yep.
So like you get these like very dark shadows and like very orange compared to how like blue we have the game now. Like when Philip made that prototype, maybe he was watching too many space movies like Sunshine, because that movie is like,
I think
blue or yellow.
That honestly, that when you're in space flying your ship, it's some of the most beautiful aspects of the game is out in space flying around asteroids and ship wreckages and stuff like that. And I get a lot of I get reminded of the Star Wars game where you're in the cockpit of the X-Wing. I can't remember the name of that game though. It was like
the X-Wing?
No, it's not the old one from like the 90s. It's the newer one that just came out recently.
I don't know.
But it also had that very like that space, realistic space art direction to it. It was like, yes, there's one bright sun, very contrast shadows, very hard edges. Like it just gives it that very immersive feeling. So I think I actually think that's
Are
really
we going to
cool.
be getting lightsabers coming off the side of the ship so it can spin around?
No.
No.
Well, I would take a melee weapon wouldn't be a bad idea. I'll tell you that much.
I was making fun of Andor right there. So, or no, that was
that was Andor.
No.
Andor season 1.
No. Was it Andor? Or
Yeah.
I thought it was.
Yeah, Andor season 1 is when he had the little lightsabers come out and he did like a spin move and destroyed the X-Wings or the
Don't
TIE
do
Fighters.
that. Don't do that. It's terrible.
No, yeah, I mean, we have melee weapons coming soon. We have the wrench, which then modders can just replace that with a lightsaber. Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Oh, so you mentioned modders, so I'm going to bring this up. How friendly are you going to be to the modding community?
It's like super chill. It's like
okay.
It's like you go for it. So
nice.
Wow.
like we want to focus on fully our resources going towards making our content. So we're probably not going to do Steam Workshop support, and we're not going to do like official modding tools super nice like Baldur's Gate.
Okay.
But so like we're not going to help too much, but like that aside, we are super cool with people doing whatever mods you like. Just you buy the game, you have it, do whatever you want, and like we're super for it. If there's like super ambitious cool mods, we're probably like we're probably gonna share it and be like, hey, look at this cool mod someone made.
Nice. Right on.
So
that's a really good attitude to have.
Yeah,
because you're gonna sell copies of the game just on that alone.
Well,
I mean,
in general, the lifespan of any game is extended by allowing modding. Like there's games that are 10, 11 years old that are still up there in the top Steam charts because people. See,
I would never be a good game designer because I would just be so hardcore. It's like, this is my vision. This is what I want. And you aren't touching it. You're just going to play it and like it. That's me. How dare you?
No, yeah. Like we, like the like core members here and like the programmer nerds, we all kind of started by making mods. So like, of course we're gonna be cool with it. We wouldn't have JumpShip if Half-Life mods were not allowed to exist.
Right. Yeah.
So like, it would be very very hypocritical for us to be like, we're gonna put kernel stuff in your computer. Stop you from doing anything fun.
One of my last questions that I had for you was actually, it's an Easter egg in the very first level, right before you actually get into the mission. There's this little like for lack of a better term, it's like a lobby that you kind of like start out on your ship, but you can find a shipwreckage there on one of the asteroids, and you can collect a little gnome, a little astronaut gnome with a red hat and everything. What is the story behind that? And how many will we be able to find throughout the entire game? Is this going to be like a regular thing, like collect them all Pokemon, or what are we doing with that?
I'm not sure about the full extent of like how many there are, and if we're gonna do like a bigger thing out of it. It's a very specific Easter egg. We weren't telling people what it was before, so I'm gonna be cheeky and say I'm not gonna say what the specific reference is.
Okay.
But if you know us, you can probably figure out what it's a reference to, seeing as like some games I've mentioned before. There's a similarity there of a certain gnome. So right. I will say that much. And you know, you've seen, the gnome, the pineapple pizza.
Yes.
We're not taking ourselves very seriously, so like we're gonna keep adding these very silly things, and we could probably throw in some more hidden stuff that like might lead to some kind of achievement, maybe, like some unlockable through like adventure.
Okay.
I personally have one favor to cash in, because I did a favor to one of the other designers, who's like, please get me this thing while you're in Japan, and I will put your name in the game or like something. So I was like, okay, hold on to that, because I'm gonna cash this in later. So like maybe I'll wish for them to put in like a sneaky Gundam reference, like find a ruined Gundam somewhere.
Okay.
So can't say anything now specifically. Sorry for being cheeky, but we're silly Swedes. We're probably gonna add a little bit more funny stuff.
All right, I dig it.
Cool.
Do you have any?
Because you wouldn't even like.
Oh no, it was my lucky. No, it was my lucky charm.
I have to get the gnome.
It was my lucky charm. I would not start a mission without having my gnome next to me in my pilot seat. Like that was priority number one.
Yeah.
You start the mission, you go get the gnome, you put him on your pilot seat, and I'm like, eventually, if and when, I would love to have like a whole bunch of them just kind of like lined up in my cockpit, sitting right there.
Did you get like the extended Easter egg thing with him?
No, I only know about the first step. What did I miss?
You can actually have him talk and say voice line if you do a certain thing.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, you just unlocked his next challenge. So
the demo is not available anymore. Shit. I gotta wait.
So let's just say that you take some of the gnome and you take some of the pineapple pizza, and then there's more there for you to find out from the game.
Okay. All right. We got to force feed the gnome disgusting pineapple pizza. Yeah. Got it. 10-4.
Pineapple pizza. Is that so? That's a thing in Sweden, right? Or
it must be. It must be.
Yeah.
Well, in Norway, frozen pizza is a big thing culturally, right? We know that because Clara Conradi told us that. Like in Norway, like take home frozen pizza.
Everybody eats
it's a thing.
Pizza,
so what?
Yeah, I mean, same here. It's like I eat frozen pizza every week.
See, that's what I'm saying.
It's dinner. It's just nice dinner. We have tried many times. So now I feel like there's some people who have figured it out how to do a really good frozen pizza. No, but yeah. Sadly, pineapple pizza is very standard here now. So every single pizzeria, the top, first, the first 5 options, one of them is pineapple, because it's the basic roster. Same with banana curry is as well. So like, yeah, we've normalized this abomination. This-
That sounds like some California pizza crap. Right
Yeah,
there.
there's banana
Like,
curry.
God.
What the fuck? Bro.
I mean, I'm all about the pineapples.
Nah,
I had pineapple and pepperoni last night for dinner. It was great.
It is scientifically proven that pineapples try to kill you.
Whatever.
You just, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you know, I'm fine with vegetables if they, you know, like you add vegetables because they have like a, you know, they have crunchier texture compared to your carbs and your proteins.
Mm.
Pineapple is just mushy, and it ruins the like the texture of the pizza. Same with banana. Like it becomes mushy.
Yes.
When I want the pizza, I don't want this randomness to just like this acidic rain to just assault my mouth.
Thank you.
Like I'm protein maxing, so like ham, shrimp, that's what I need. I want a pizza. But some like I'm not going to argue with my boss, so they can put it in the game if they want to.
I'll argue with them. Okay, so I'm going to move over to Discord questions for our viewers, unless you have anything else you want to ask.
I don't.
Okay,
you're going through the list pretty well.
Sorry, I don't mean to.
No, it's fine. You are the host. I'm the backup color.
I've done a lot of interviews. I like to keep things moving. Okay, so this is from one of our Discord members on the A team, Rinsler. He is asking about, will crossplay be implemented? How many different are we doing? Xbox, PlayStation, and PC? Are we exclusive to one or the other? What's the plans for that for JumpShip?
Yeah. So in terms of crossplay itself, if it happens, it will not happen for a long time.
Okay.
Because it's tricky to do with these sorts of games. Like, you know, if we ever have to patch something, we have to send out the same patch to all platforms, which is trickier on console compared to just sending like a new build up to Steam. And there's also like refactoring the networking stuff. So there's a lot of reason why that's a tricky concept to do, which is why, you know, sometimes for like bigger games that comes later. So for us, maybe. I mean, we want to do as much functionality as possible, but we have to pick our battles. So we'll see. Yeah, if it happens, then like further down the line. And for consoles, so the current plans, like we have said on like all the promo stuff, we are launching on Steam and Xbox Series XS.
Okay.
At the same time, because like porting is also a bit tricky, but not as tough. In the future, we totally hope to be able to bring it to PlayStation and all and like, you know, just be able to have all players be able to play it, but that also like we have to do one step at a time.
Yeah.
Fair enough. You know, of course we want to. It's just you can't do everything at once.
Okay, got it.
So can't speak on anything right now, but we hope that we're able to put it on PlayStation and etc. at some point.
Who's the I forgot to ask this earlier, but who's the distributor? Who's your publisher for this game? Or are you guys self-publishing?
Self-publishing.
Wow. Oh, that's freaking dope, dude. Good. Yeah, keep it that way as long as possible. I don't want nobody's sticky fingers in the cookie jar.
You don't need no Sony.
I mean, we started making the game as like, yeah, we'll do this ourselves, and then it's built up enough traction to be like, it's like, hey, this got bigger than we all thought it was going to be. It's like, oh, you know, like a million wish lists. We're like, okay, yeah, we can do this ourselves, and like we'll do fine.
I think people in this day and age, for some reason, I find the community to be more supportive of the smaller independent studios.
Yeah, there's a big movement
than these giant Sony, you know, Ubisoft, Activision, whatever stuff going on. You know,
the era of the AAA games is is starting to wane
Yeah.
a little bit because people are tired of a lot of the nonsense that comes along, a lot of the baggage that comes along with that.
Right.
So
Right.
I think especially in the PC community, indie developers and self-publishing developers are kind of the underdogs that everybody's rooting for.
Mhm.
And I'm in the same camp.
And that's why I was like all about JumpShip and stuff from the get-go. It's like,
Mhm.
oh, this is look, they're putting their entire studio on the group pictures, 12 people there, and these guys go to work probably 20 hours a day and
Mhm.
live there and breathe it and live it and crap it and eat it. You know, it's like I appreciate that. And you know, we want to be there to support the small little independent studios. So
Mhm.
yeah.
Another question from Discord. This is from Farsi. So what is the end game? So in the demo, you have this galactic map, and the story that you get, that little intro video that you get at the beginning, is like, hey, there's been this war. Humanity's been pushed out of the center of the galaxy by the AI. We have to work our way back. The demo is pretty flat, where you just get to do a couple missions in this one sector, but obviously the map is huge, and you get to kind of spread out a little bit. And then you're supposed to be able to join up with different factions to kind of help you along your way. What does this game look like in another 2 years when you've got more time to kind of develop it? Are we talking joining up with other shipmates, you know, for like some kind of an 8-man crew on like a capital ship? Like, are we moving forward into the galactic center? Is there an end to the game, or is it just a continuous battle?
No, yeah, I mean, so like a few different answers, like addressing all that. So
Yeah, that was a lot of questions. Sorry.
Yeah. So I mean, you have seen the whole galaxy map
Mhm.
of like the center stuff. It's blocked off in red, but eventually you will get to the center, and like, I mean, like spoilers, like at some point we will all like, you will come to the point where you get to defeat the whole virus. It's like you will get to the
Okay.
you will get to the end of the big D&D campaign at like some point.
Okay.
So so we'll slowly inch towards the Galaxy Center as the game continues to be made, with different sectors having like its own unique theme and flair. Maybe things get more fucked up
Mhm.
as you get closer. You might encounter bigger, badder, cooler things. But in terms of what exactly is going to be added, we have so we have intentionally left that kind of blank in the planning, because we will let the players tell us what we should be focusing on.
Wow.
Okay.
So like we have prepared this very solid foundation, which a lot of people echoed in their demo feedback. It's like, yeah, this is a great core.
Yeah.
Now just make more. So we're like, okay, yeah, we just did that on purpose so that while players start playing the early access, they can let us know. It's like, hey, we really want there to be like options for like larger crew missions, or like it's like hopefully we do this further along in the lifespan. So we will like we are intending to just take what the players say and let that shape
Nice.
the map,
Okay.
sort of.
I love it.
Because players know what's fun, and there no amount of brute forcing or like explaining our game design decisions that they don't agree with will like change that. So it depends on what players say.
Okay.
What might show up. But we have our own ideas, and like a whole backlog of like ship components to add.
Yeah, that was the next big question, was like, how much customization are we going to have for our ship? And I kind of always assume with a game like this, with the foundation that you've already built and how much customization is already baked into just the demo, I can only imagine that you guys are looking to expand that much, much further in the future.
Yeah. Like we have there is space to just add more like player suits, like to just program that in and then just have the list be longer. Same with ships. It's like, oh, we'll just add another ship, and then you just scroll more and more components. So we are able to crank out content and like maps, without having to refactor stuff, which feels very nice, because that tends to be what players want the most, is like, when's the next content gonna show up? And we've hit the end game. Can we get more stuff? We're like, yeah, we're cooking.
Speaking of that, in that line of thought, when it comes to the longevity of financing the studio and having everybody on board and doing all this stuff, what is the studio's implementation of like DLC and purchasable new content? Is this going to be, are we going to lean on microtransactions? Or are we going to do, okay, hey, there's a new ship. It costs $5 if you want to buy the new ship. What direction do you guys plan on taking that aspect of the game?
$5 ships? Oh, absolutely not. That sounds so toxic. No.
Okay,
no.
All right, good. I'm just
terrible. What an awful idea. What are you thinking, man?
What do you think of us? No.
I gotta ask these days, man. It's a dangerous market out there. He recoiled.
No, I do want a camouflage version of our spacesuits, and I'll give you like $12.99 for it. Okay, so
it's gonna be like what people are used to when it comes to early access premium games. It's like, you buy in early, but then we just keep adding content. So like, it's gonna follow a similar trajectory to like Satisfactory, No Man's Sky, Deep Rock Galactic, especially Deep Rock. We are pretty good friends with Go Ship Games.
Okay.
Like we, talk with them, and like we have kind of similar games now. They have done their monetization thing super well. It's like super consumer friendly. So like the new content, like ships, is not gonna cost stuff, because that's just new content we make.
I like these guys.
Yeah, me too.
We're probably just gonna copy Deep Rock, to be like, if you want to support us by giving us more money, then here's like a founders pack. You get like some extra suit and then colors, like only cosmetics to just have some more bling in space.
We're gonna get,
but like content wise, that will be like, like maybe bigger themed, like No Man's Sky stuff of like, here's trees update.
JumpShip Survivor coming soon.
Yeah. Jungle, which is just like more like a patch to the game, no like paid DLC.
Well, I think the entire gaming community can thank you for what you just said.
Yes.
For sure.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, good deal, man. I'm fresh out. You got any questions, Dutch?
No, man. I think we covered it.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. Groove, thank you so much for joining us and being as gracious as you have been. Guys, go support JumpShip. Do we have a hard date for the official release yet? I heard rumors it's like late August. What are we talking?
You wish you had a hard date. I like people ask us every day, and we can't say.
Okay.
Just gonna be there. Like, just gonna happen sometime.
Yeah. You will be notified in due time.
Okay.
We're not being vague because things are wrong. It's like like problems can occur at any time. It's like, oh, last minute thing went wrong. Shit. So as soon as we're super confident that nothing will change the date that we have in mind, then we'll say it.
Okay.
So that we don't get to disappoint people by being like, oh, we got to do a last minute little delay. Sorry. But like we have a date and it's good. We just want to make sure that it stays good before we make promises.
Right. Totally fair.
Later this summer, and then people have had their their own definitions of what summer is. So take that with like a grain of salt. Of
let's just say sometime this year.
Yeah.
Maybe sooner than later, barring any issues.
Yeah. Are we talking 2025? We're talking 2026.
It's later this summer, later this year. Later this summer.
That's fair.
Fair. That's all I need to know. I'm happy with that. Real quick, before I forget, I totally forgot to shout out. One of the questions that I asked you was from Mind Your Feet in our Discord. Thank you, Mind Your Feet. They gave us a ton of questions, and I kind of robbed a couple of them. But thank you. For our Discord members who are active playing the game or were when the demo was out. Got a lot of people hyped up about this game, and we are super hyped about it. We're looking forward to jumping, and we love the squad-based PvE stuff is kind of our genre that we love to play in. So shout out to Keepsake Games for making a great game and delivering a demo that was more polished than some AAAs. So thank you, sir. Appreciate everything that you've done, and please extend our thanks to your team as well. I know you guys are all on vacation over there in Sweden, but when you guys, except for you, I did ask that.
When making TikToks, it's like you stay here, white boy. You stay here and make TikToks.
You did say you were like one of the newest guys there, right?
Yeah.
So but you just like get the new guy stay.
Totally voluntary.
Yeah.
So that I can save my vacation days for when the game launches and we get a lot of money, and I'll just take a vacation to just chill in Bahamas.
Do it.
We did it.
Well, you got a place to hang out in Vegas if you want to hit Vegas up. So just let us know.
Yeah.
Cool.
We'll put a fold out couch in the studio over here. You can sleep here.
We do have an extra room now.
We do have an extra room. Anyway,
it's got a really it's got an uncomfortable couch and everything.
Yeah, that's great.
Now we'll just throw on during our socials. It's like, hey, we're in Vegas, baby.
We'll hook you up at the M. The M is a nice place. It's off the strip. It's good. Anyway, thank you very much. I've said that a couple times now, but please, everybody, go check out.
For taking the time.
Of course. I fell in love with this game day one. As soon as I started playing it, I begrudgingly dragged Dutch along with me.
And I loved it as soon as he got me in there. So,
good stuff. But yeah, thank you, man. Appreciate it. We look forward to the full release of the game, and open invitation to anybody else in the development team if they want to come chat with us. The Hypercast will continue to be a thing on our channel. So come join us. Subscribe, like the channel, guys. Go over to JumpShip's Discord. Come to our Discord if you want to hang out. And it's all good. I'm happy. Thumbs up. Thank you very much, Groove. Appreciate it. All right.
Thank you, guys. Buy the game. Give us support. Yep.